Welcome back, everyone, here to the second map in our first and only best of two series of the day here for the CEVO MLG Pro League European coverage. It's the Ninjas in Pajamas versus x6tence. The map will be Mirage. I'm Helium, and with me is Rizc, man. What's going on?
Well, really excited to see what x6tence can do on this map because we just saw Ninjas in Pajamas just totally demolish them on the train. And Mirage is a map that Swedish teams, including Ninjas in Pajamas, of course, have been, well, they have a pretty good history on it. So it's all on x6tence to do something, and they're gonna try out with a push onto the A bomb site to start this off, and actually catching an IP off guard. So this is a good start from the NIP stack towards that B bomb site. Only had one player on A, so good start so far. x6tence trying to hit shots, but not really hitting anything through that smoke. Rest of the team trying to hold it down, and that CT3 player is jumping in from that C side and double frag coming in, so that's looking good for them. Forest and x6tence trying to make it happen, but it's so hard in that position. So I think that's actually pretty much done. That's the pistol line for x6tence. So good play from them. Double kill from Mason, who did really well in that train as well, and then Ron also getting that double. So looking good for x6tence now. Here comes the anti-eco. What will Nip do? Get right just buying the shotgun. He doesn't care.
The Nova, too, of all things.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It can do magical things, but they weren't really having that much luck with the Mag 7s that they kept trying to buy up on train. So we'll see. But I mean, whatever. It's not uncommon to go for that force up the second round as a CT. Everyone else, you know, keeping on at least $600 for x6tence, but get right all the way down to 0. So he'll be a little worse for wear when it comes to the true and proper rifle round. But let's see, x6tence, you can see them being pretty careful, looking to not get anti-ecoed. Freiburg will sneak in, but Flippin will be able to clean him up, or will he? He lights him up, and only 25 bullets in that UMP. He actually falls back. He's on 12 HP. Freiburg down to 9.
Yeah, that was a good chunk of damage done there. Alu also has that deagle in hand, so it's doable for Nip. We've seen them do pretty well with these pistols. And these deagles really coming into use here. 3 deagles coming in from our NIP. x6tence, of course, the only one opting for that CZ75. And get right with the very strange choice of the Nova shotgun. Still looking forward to see what he's going to do with that. He's guarding B at the moment, all alone. So that's probably the idea there.
Right,
Freiburg, though.
To go under porch. Freiburg waiting. This doesn't seem like the best position to be with the deagle. Forrest is in a pretty good position. And whoa, Freiburg will get one. Now going up the ladder is Forrest, finding another. Now Flippin coming out. He was the guy that took that damage early on, and it looks like Nip will upset here. Will get right, close it out for $900. I mean, that's the value, right? He wants to get this kill. Alu, though, going to fall to the long-range AK there of Flippin, who's now, he's going to just scurry away. There's no time. He didn't want to take that 1v2. He's going to try to save this.
Yeah, the deagles are real, man. There we go.
Counter-terrorists win.
So going to be 1-1 here for these two teams as x6tence are forced into an eco. Maybe they're going to do some kind of a Tech 9 buy-up. That's what it's looking like right now. Spending some of that money. And, well, trying to support the AK of Flippin, who has that full setup right now. So they can just buy whatever they can anyways. See what they can do with this round. It's not like they have like a big bunch of pressure on them anyways, so they can try whatever right now. The Tech 9s have been working out pretty well for them compared to the buy rounds in the last map, so it's possible here. Let's see, a couple of set smokes coming down. That was what won in that first round, that A push. Now Freiburg's still on that side, but he has that M4A4 at the moment, so he can still do some damage. Nice shot coming from Mason onto x6tence. Freiburg is still alive here on the bomb stand. That's a scary thing. He hears that bomb being planted. And he gets the fractured bomb, not planted yet. Alu with a shot through the smoke. Freiburg with the second one as well. So it's a 4 against 2 right now. And we're going to secure some frags, but they're not going to get the round here. As it's going to be 2-1 for Ninjas in Pajamas.
At the end of that round, it does end up being pretty close, right? And pretty costly for the CTs, keeping only 2 people alive. That'll mean Get Right just going in for the Bison pickup here. Because he realizes he'll be just going against pistols. If anything, maybe some Kevlar, but as we can see, none of the sort. That Bison's going to be terrifying. Incoming Bison ace? I don't know. But
I see it here.
x6tence seemed like they just wanted to try to get the bomb down on that round.
Yeah.
you know, kind of employing that same like set smoke pistol round strat that they used that obviously won it for them. But I don't. They didn't even plan. I don't think, did they?
Nope, no. Freiburg got the
Yeah.
bomb before
Yeah,
it was
yeah, right.
planted.
That's right. He stopped the bomber before it planted.
And that's usually the plan when you have an eco and you go for those big, like that big smoke wall on that A side. Is to just get the bomb down and then try to hold it or get some
Oh, he
frags.
sees the
But,
shoulder.
oh wow. Well,
I mean,
it's
why
pretty
let
close
go
to
of
the
the trigger?
prediction. It's a triple kill from Get Right
I was
with that
almost there.
Bison. So he gets some money in the bank. Get Right sitting on 5-3. He can upgrade right now. He should probably upgrade, seeing as the terrorists are switching over to the AKs. But let's see. If he's going to stay on that Bison, that's a pretty ballsy choice.
Yeah, I mean, it has its merits in that last round, and it really paid off because he found 3 kills, so he's getting that $1,800. That's super nice, and that's money that you should put towards a rifle in this case.
Actually, I
Doesn't seem
think he
like
might
he's too worried
surprise
about it,
Mason
though.
here. He might get
Oh my
one frag.
gosh. Well,
Well,
worth.
yeah, it's worth also because now they were focusing on that underpass, and that allowed the 2 actually equipped players to rush in and get that kill and secure that position as well. But Kyrie just picking a double out of nothing completely. And now it's a 2v2. Kyrie with that double and the B side being completely clear. They could technically rush into B right now, but well, there's a player that's Freiburg rotating into B, so the terrorists are reluctant to do that at the moment.
Well, they got the, well, I shouldn't say they got the picks. They brought the round back with a lot of time to spare. There was a minute on the clock, and I think it is kind of smart. They can't really have known. I guess he did kill those 2 people pushing B, so you think B was open, but maybe the rotation was quick, and they over-rotated, putting 2 on B. They'll wait and get these CTs to split up, but it exists in such a good spot. Oh, Kyrie will find him as well, so triple kill on the round, and I mean, they got to expect that Freiburg's over at B. They'll drop that smoke just to be a little bit safer in case the rotation was faster than expected. Planting 4 ramp, that's where Kyrie will go. Ron now just going to intercept here in the window room. He'll bring down Freiburg, and there they go, another round on the board.
It's funny how many players will actually die in that little suicide hole, because every time a player goes through that hole, there's like a 75% chance of that player dying. I don't know why. Something weird with the crouch aim puncher. I don't know. That doesn't make sense, but still, it's kind of fun to see. Like if you pull up the statistics of how many players actually die when trying to go through that hole to a terrorist or a CT holding there. So yeah, I'm not sure why people are still doing that. Right now, it's a double op setup for NIP. So Forest and Alu, the main opper and the secondary opper for NIP. And oh, Forest missing that shot. But Alu.
Oh, Alu, yeah. That's so hard to get by, right? When you got an op either coming from the connector or from window and another one pushing you on catwalk, it's hard to get that mid-control. The Ninjas do know how important that is on a map like Mirage. You'll see them just absolutely controlling mid on their CT sides and their T sides. And round 6 here was definitely an example of that. Into round 7 now, Existence will once again be quite broke. Wouldn't be surprised if we just see some, set smokes plop over onto that A side and try to get the bomb down.
Yeah, it worked for them pretty well in the last couple of rounds. They got locked down in the last time they tried, but that pistol round went down pretty well. And usually you can have that success. It was mainly due to them planning at the wrong position and Freiburg being in the right position last time. So it's not a bad idea for them. And Freiburg will go aggressive down towards the ramp here, but Musambani could shoot him through, but he doesn't, and the Tyrus will go pushing out onto balcony, and well, Freiburg will actually be shut down by Musambani, but that's his first kill of the game, but won't really amount to much. And x6tence grabbing that double with the USP, so 5-2, and welcome to the scoreboard to Musambani, getting that first one.
Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, he's been down there.
About to go James Bond 007, but he got that frag.
The dream is dead. Mason, though, once again, I mean, he's having a pretty good day. He had a ton of frags, winning only 3 rounds in that first half of train, and that's pretty impressive. Obviously, kills aren't everything, but I think it speaks to him as a player. Here is on top again. Flip in. Will fall early on in the round. Freiburg actually just pushing those halls there by himself, so very confident in what he can do. And now here comes that set play, but it is all just from ramp. He knows that the palace is clear. They may, maybe go look for one in connector. Exist and Alu are in there. Freiburg under the porch will be cleaned up. And the bomb's gonna go down here.
Bomb has been planted.
So here we go. Exist with one, exist with a
that's-
double.
Smoke picked a good time to dissipate
Yeah.
for Exist.
Exist with a triple here to win that round as well. So NIP looking very, very strong right now. 6-2. It's going to be the scoreline for them here against Existence. Existence looking a bit stronger, but we have to remember in that last map, DE Train, the terrace side was where Existence got most of their rounds. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen when NIP switch over. DE Mirage being a bit more a balanced map than DE Train, and good teams like NIP will have strong sides both on that CT, on that T side. So they're pretty safe here. I'm not really that familiar with Existence, so it could be that they have a killer CT side on this map, but I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, that we will. The T side is generally pretty strong here on this map.
Ooh.
As Forrest will take one op shot and a sick P250 headshot that sent him flying. Exists with the Tech 9 up at the top of middle, so that middle aggression coming out and just the Ninjas controlling that round, not letting Existence get really anything done on that eco. But here they go with rifles once more.
So a lot of cash in that NIP bank. Forrest with that AWP and 10k to spare. Get right with 13k to spare after buying, so they're looking pretty good. Existence, on the other hand, they only have a couple of hundreds to spare after buying up, so they're going to have that loss bonus, and they're going to be able to force buy if they want, but they're not going to be able to buy a full setup if they lose this one. So they're in dire straits right now, not looking good for Existence. But let's see if they can break it here with a push on to B, maybe. Oh, what was Get Right flashed or something?
No, he's
He
just
just-
brain through the smoke.
Missed, okay, I can't see the smoke on my
Oh,
screen,
your
that's
smoke's
why.
bugged? Yeah, the smoke is there.
I was kind of like, why is he not
Like,
shooting
what
at
is
him?
going on?
Okay, so that's why.
Trippy indeed. Also, Existence have their work cut out for them if they want to make a stand on T side. They're going to have to win like 2 or 3 rifle rounds in a row
Yeah.
before the Ninjas will even have to go back into saving. They've got right now 3 players in the 5 digits with a full kit.
Yeah.
There's a trade out middle though.
You're gonna need some of that magic, that nib magic. Maybe if they can borrow some from Sweden, make it happen. Oh, a nice shot from Ron there. And Get Right about to come out with a frag, I think. Oh, yeah, he gets it in the end on some nice on. That's a 3v3 carry, stepping up with his AWP, but eventually shut down. And second player about to be shut down on short as well. They have that A bomb side right now, though. Now it's just, well, they have to grab the bomb. And, well, there's no time. 10 seconds to
Running
go.
out.
And they're gonna just run away. Well, one of them is.
They ran away, but one of them, of course, got tagged up by Get Right and shot flying off that catwalk. So he'll go down. And once again, looking like a pretty one-sided affair in the first half. The Ninjas this time starting on CT side, 8-2 on Mirage. Get Right, started off this round with 16k loaded, and it's a tough spot.
Yeah.
And the AUG is back from Forrest.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's just playing
It's
around.
a really good gun, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good one, but
It's only $100 more now than the M4.
yeah, I have that I think elitist view onto CS that it should only be played with these like
Yeah, with
second
AKs and
guns.
M4s.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one of those old guys just saying like, no, I don't want those new guns. But actually, right now it's working out for Forrest as he's the only one in the team
Whoa.
actually being able to do something.
That was
Get that
the-
one frag.
Weirdest. Did you have that like super far out scope?
Yeah, that was cool.
just go TV things right there. Oh, Mason, full blind gets that one, and actually it's just Get Right, the man with all the money. But can he do the 1-on-2 here? And to be honest, Forrest hasn't looked super on point with that AUG. We saw him using it on train a couple rounds too, but Existence, they find another one.
Yeah, once again, it's almost due to individual performance here that Existence gets around, and this time it's Mason picking up that triple. Carey did do a good job in the other ones. Also, Ron has been stepping it quite up a lot, but on the other end of the scoreboard, we see Flippin with 3-7 and Musambani with 1-11. So, despite, of course, we have roles on the Counter-Strike team, your players just has to step it up. Like, you can't be 1-11 against a team like NIP. That's just not good enough. Alu picking up one, and that's Musambani listening to me maybe and grabbing one frag onto Exist. So now it's a 4v4. Alu tacked down to 24 HP though.
Yeah, he found that trade now kill, bringing right back down to an even scenario. Let's see where they're moving about. Get Right is pushing up those B halls. Mason is expecting it. Forrest here trying to spam up that cubby of middle. And yeah, Get Right is intercepted, so the lurk shut down right there. Flipping it to get one from under the windowsill. Nice. He brings down Ali, who again was already low from that op battle.
Oh, nice shot from Ron there. Freiberg now in an impossible scenario, and unluckily for him, it's Misa and the guy with full HP that peeks him, and that's 4 rounds for Existence. So, well, the dream is still alive. Comeback could be real.
I think maybe Forrest doesn't buy the AUG anymore. Oh God. All right, prove me wrong, please.
Well, there's one thing you gotta learn about Forrest. That is that Forrest does not care. Forrest is just like, if he's decided on something, no one can change his mind. He's just that confident.
I mean,
and now he's
the
decided on
recoil for that gun's not even super hard to control. It's pretty severe, but it literally just shoots straight up. So all you have to do is pull straight down. It's not super complicated. And then with the scope, I mean, it's like hardly existent. And whatever. We'll see what he's got. He's trying to spam through. If anyone is in those B halls, there actually are a few, but it seems like.
Yeah, so many bullets in that AUG as well, like compared to the M4 A1S. So that's a bonus as well for him. Musambani will pick up another one, but Freiberg pushed all the way out of A ramp to pick up Flip, and now it's actually the bomb, or close to being the guy with the bomb. The bomb is now picked up once again by Sakitron or Ron. And now.
I would say Sukatron, but I usually just say Ron.
I've said pretty much every version of that name since the start of CSGO.
If he bottom frags, I call him Suck It Ron.
Forrest now in the back of that bomb site, picking up that one frag, and now he has to have Exist rotate towards him because the terrorists are incoming. And here we go, Forrest, show your magic.
There we go.
Here we go. AUG magic.
Another?
Oh yeah. The AUG is real.
It is. It's a pretty, far sight line there from bench to the end of the catwalk.
It's a
so
perfect position for the AUG, and now he's going in for some close range combat. And I think Musambani will not expect this really. Oh, he goes for the pre-fire and totally proves me wrong. But, well, actually that was kind of ballsy by Exist because time was running out. All Exist needed to do was just stay back. He could not have planned it there. So, Exist is wanting the frag, doesn't care about the round. 94 will be the score. And, well, money has been depleted, kind of, for NIP. Get Right on 6K. The richest one, he's actually going to go for a FAMA, so he's going to drop that for his teammate and then buy an op. No flashes for him, though. Double up setup with no flashes, no nades, no smokes. So, money depleted for NIP.
Yeah, that it is. And they have been, not the most frugal team. They're running these op setups. The AUG, while only $100 more, still can become quite costly. Mason, though, finding that opener. Get Right, going to shoot him down from that catwalk. Taking a bit of a risk, leaving his back exposed. I guess Alu still has, or Freiberg actually. I'm still used to Alu being in the connector, but he wasn't there. It was Freiberg this time, so he had middle under control. That allowed Get Right to just turn around and shut down that B push, and evened it right back up to 4-on-4. And Existence now trying to switch things back around. It's actually been a while since they've been over towards this A site.
Yeah, and as per usual, they only have one player on that side. They have one player close who can rotate, and that's Freiberg in that connector, but only one man with a sole focus on that ramp. So if they go up ramp, or if he's looking towards ramp, they can go to apartments, but he is looking in the right place, and he's going to find that first one. That will mean that he can relay that information to his teammates so they can get 2 men on this bomb site. Unfortunately, Freiberg will go down, but Alu is still holding strong on this bomb site, picking up 2 frags in a row. Now he's going to go for that third one, misses the whiff shot. Tries to go for it, but flipping through that box. And now it's a 2v2. X is shutting one down and double frag.
Oh wow, get them both.
Gets that spray straight down. 10-4. And now NIP looking quite strong. And look at that. Existence in the last round of the first half cannot buy up. They're gonna have Tech Knights.
That's rough. Indeed. Well, they've at least got the nades to work with. Getting mid control with just Tech 9s is going to be pretty difficult, so I wonder if they'll just focus towards A, similar to what they did on their pistol round, their second round. Just these set smokes, try to get the bomb down. I guess getting the bomb down in the last round doesn't matter. They need to try to win this round. And that's exactly what it's going to be. The set smoke's coming over towards A, but it's been seen a few times now, so they kind of know exactly how they're splitting it up, how many are coming Palace, how many are coming ramp. Could read into it a little bit. Mason, though, has actually gotten pretty far out. Freiburg will find a kill. I'm not even sure from where. Still with existence. Oh, Freiburg's in the sight. He doesn't stop the bomb from going down, but he cleans up the planter, Moose and Bonnie right afterwards. 5 alive for the Ninjas. It's just Ron right now. He'll fall to the op of Alu, and it will be an 11-4 in favor of the Ninjas here on Mirage.
Yeah, strong play from Freiburg inside that bomb side, grabbing that 3K and ending on 14-10. Actually, if you have a look at the scoreboard, you'll see that the NIP players are not far from each other in scores. There's 11, 11, 13, 13, and 14 frags on Freiburg. On the other side, we do see Maison pulling the load really for his team, with some of the players only sitting at 5, 6, and 7 frags. So NIP as a team performing well, spreading those kills out to the team, and of course Existence, as we've been talking about, have these great rounds where individual performances really shine through, but as a team not really strong enough to keep up the pace, so someone will be lacking behind.
All right, let's see what the pistol round again. It's not as bad as it was on Train when it was 12-3, and the Ninjas, they took the pistol the next 2 rounds and were, just on match point. And they started just rolling around with some gimmicky plays and buy-ups. Obviously, they closed it out in the end, but here we go. Very important pistol round. Existence under the porch with that 5-7.
Good position from Ron here. They actually have 3-man stack on this bomb side, but Musambani will go down first, and they're going to pre-fire the positions and just clear this side. NIP not playing anymore. Maison with that final frag. He's on that bomb side, and the nade will do some damage, but he's probably not going to take this round. He's going to go for it. They're going to try and knife him, but Exist steals it away with the Glock. He did not want to screw around, so he went straight for that kill. And that's going to be 12-4. Now buying up here will be Ninjas in Pyjamas. 3 AKs. And it's funny that... Yeah, okay, now he proves me wrong. I was about to say Get Right would be maybe saving for an op here, but he picks up the Galil and the head armor, so no worries there. Maybe he was going to drop that for Ali, but it doesn't matter as he picks up the Galil. On the other side, Existence buying whatever they can, which translates to pistols in this case.
Here they go, right again, storming down middle, getting that control that they had for most of their time on the CT side. Exist will find the opening pick on a Moose and Bonnie. Mason smoked and flashed up here. On the other side of it is Freiburg, waiting for someone to push through, but Get Right just keeps hitting these entries, opens up that B site. The pistols, they cannot hold up to this. It's just Mason now. And
nice
he'll be spotted. Does find 1 kill onto Alu, but I think Alu was like the one guy with the submachine gun, or wasn't there one?
Yeah, he had the MP7, so that was the only guy that could actually spare. And well, now Alu has 3.8, so he can either have another eco and then buy the op in the next round, or just buy whatever here. He's gonna go for the he's actually gonna get the 5-7 drop from his teammate, so that's a good choice here. So Alu was gonna be able to buy an op in the next round.
Yeah, so staying on that. CT pistol on the T side. How nice. The grass is always greener when you're on the other side.
Exactly.
But, all right.
Quick round.
That was like...
14-4.
I don't even know. I wanted to come up with a blender metaphor there, but I'll pass, I guess. It's like the blender attacked them that time.
Yeah. So Kyrie with the scout, which is a bit of a funny buy in a round where you're going to be up against 5 AK players, or well, technically 4 with full head armor, when he could have been buying a FAMAS, but he's going to go for that mid pick, going to try and go for some funny stuff here, and he actually misses that first shot, and now the scout is not very usable anymore. Mason picks up 1 at M4, A4, proving to be a bit better. Alu with the revenge frag. Mason trying to push in, but it's not going to work out for him, as they're going to boost up into that window. Ron picking up 1 though, so that AWP really paying off. Kyrie almost spotted by Get Right, but sneaks through the smoke, and now saving or looking defensive on this on this A bomb side, picking up that FAMAS finally, being able to actually pick a couple of shots off. Let's see here. Smoke dissipates, and he's taken out by Freiburg. Now it's all on Musambani, who will go down, and now it's going to be map and match point in this best of two. About to go 2-0 for Ninjas in Pyjamas here over Existence.
Yeah, and the Ninjas seem to probably, I would hope for them, for their sake, you know, it's obviously getting late in Europe, but this is going to be their last series, like official game that they're going to have to play of the day, because they had played some earlier, and it kind of surprised me on Train that they were not really trying their best in that second half to just close it out once they got to match point. But here, they're not messing around at all, right? It was 16-8, I believe, on Train Existence with 8 rounds, but here on a map where you'd expect Existence to do even better, Nip turn it on, and it looks like with that opening frag, well, maybe not. Freiburg and Exist are pretty low, but obviously it could be 16-4. Existence, you know, coming at this with everything they can on their defense, but they're falling. It's now just Ron up. Forrest with the SG-553, the Krieg, the best gun in the game.
Absolutely.
Hands down. Minus
terrorist
movement
AUG.
speed. You are so slow.
So there we go. 16-4. NIP taking a very convincing victory. Actually having quite a good night here. Beating Envious in another league. Not quite sure which one it was. In overtime, and then taking a 2-0 victory here over Existence as well. So NIP looking quite good here.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good for them as they try to get, you know, stay in that top 3. They were obviously busy. I say they, really Europe overall was pretty busy. I mean, LAN events almost like every single week for like the last month. So a lot of teams have been traveling, and, you know, some of the premier teams like NIP and Na'Vi were at a lot of those LANs. So they're a little behind in their matches. So it's a big deal for them to win against those. I don't mean to insult Existence, but the lesser teams here in the professional leagues, like they need to make sure they secure those up. Whereas Na'Vi have actually already split a couple series that they probably shouldn't have. So they're down there with the least games played. They've only got, or series played, excuse me, 5 series, and they've only taken 6 points out of that out of a possible 10. So you got to kind of keep that in mind. The Ninjas here now will have played, I think, 7 series, and they'll have 13 points out of a possible 14. So they look like they're in pretty good contention. VP's only got 1 more game to play, and they've got 15 points up there in first, excuse me. So it's really the battle for third, I think. Melsports, Titan, Na'Vi seem to be the likely candidates there, but maybe also LGB and Hellraiser is able to say something about that as well. Only time will tell.
Yeah, that's how it is, though. And I think that does it for us here tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got for Europe. Coming up later in North America, we will have some more games tonight, usually starting around 8 p.m. Eastern. And quickly, let me check on what those are going to be. I assume we probably have a fair amount of both European and North American viewers watching this. So for those Europeans that want to stay up really, really late, and of course, for those of us in NA, what have we got tonight? First of all, what is today? Monday. Yeah, Team Liquid versus VVV Gaming. That'll be at actually 7 p.m., so an hour earlier than normal. And then at the standard time, that later series will be Cloud9 versus Lunatic Esports. So that's what's going on tonight. Make sure to come back here. You can follow the channel if you want, mlg.tv/playcevo. And if you've enjoyed the cast, you can hit up your casters as well. I'm Helium on Twitter at HeliumBrella. Rizc here at Follow Risks. And until next time, peace.